Alright guys, we're back out in the garage and we're working on another project. Alrighty. So what we have here, and I ordered this through Eckerd's. I'll put a link in the bottom if anybody's interested. But it's a lower dash extension for the 55 Chevy. I'll put a picture in right here. So I assumed that this was going to come in because it's a 55 Chevy and there's 1.7 million of them made. I assumed it would come in, slap it up there, bolt it in, pre-drilled and everything, but it's not. So I mean, it's even long. I have to do cutting and a little fabbing on it. So anyway, that's what we're going to do today, and I think in the end it's going to be worth it. I mean, and this is definitely going to get wrapped, and whatever material is in the seats and all that other stuff. And so the dash will be orange, then this material, and I think that'll be cool. So let's get at it. All right. So we're just going to get this piece up under here. Ballpark somewhere in that area. We're going to mark it. Oh, wait a minute. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put it back here, behind that. I'm reckoning. And we're going to mark it down here. Hopefully I'm not in the way. And we'll go from there, and there's our mark right there. So, I guess we'll whack that off and see what we get. Alright, so I got a clamp down in there, and there it is right there. So, because the contour of the dash, I got to screw this up right in here, and it's up right there. But this is getting covered in material, so by the time I get it drawn up nice and tight, it should be good to go. This is going to be a bear to screw in there though. I mean, I'll get it, but it's going to be somewhat of a little bit of a bear. What do you think? Let me get back here. I think it's going to look pretty good. So that'd be material. Like I said, you saw the picture from earlier. It's not going to be exactly like that, but that was the picture they posted. So I think it's going to be okay. And I'm still searching for somebody who can get the dash painted. Hopefully by the time I release this video, because I'm a couple of weeks ahead or behind, however you want to look at it on videos, I will be already having something lined up. But anyhow, there we go. She's coming right along, so I'll bring it back here in a second. Tighten this up. We'll be in good shape, man. Doesn't give you much room in here, so what I did is I put a bolt in this one. I pulled out this and put a bolt in that one, and then I'm going to run a screw up through the center. So all this has to come back out though when the interior guy wraps it, but I want to make sure he's got good bolts to go through it. So let me get her tightened up. Alrighty, she's in. Tighten that side up right there. I think that's going to look really good. Now I just got to put that side in, and she's that much closer. Alright guys, here we go. Seats are in, bolted, mounted, everything's where it needs to be. That lower panel there is in. Only thing I gotta do is actually take it out, because I do have the painter scheduled for a week from now. So have plenty of time to do that. Pulled all the trim pieces off the door and around the back there. That's already scheduled to go to the painter. So we are moving along, and the interior is coming right along. Alright guys, so there's the panel down there. I apologize, I didn't get any footage of it. It was just tedious back and forth cutting. Actually, it just happened to another YouTuber. He lost his footage. Jaws, he lost his footage, and yeah, it sort of sucks when you do all the work and you think you're recording it and you're basically just talking to yourself. So anyway, there it is. Alright guys, so we got the seats mounted. The interior trim is scheduled to be painted. And in typical form, anybody who follows me knows that if anything can go wrong, it will go wrong. Y'all know that. This year alone, we had the tornado, the tree fell on me. Here's what happened the other day to the car. So I take the car out, run up to fill up the tank, get some gas in it. Decided on the way back through I was going to do a quick little burnout. Ain't no big deal, right? I did a nice little burnout. So I come out of the burnout and I hear clang, 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 and then it stops. And I'm thinking to myself, man, what'd I do? Pick up rocks and throw it into the bell housing. It's got a blowproof bell housing because it's got the TKO 600 in this thing. So anyway, I get back here and I pull it in the garage, and then in a little bit I go to restart it. I want to take it and blow it off and everything, and it won't start. I hear that clang, clang, clang. Come to find out, here's what I did. This is so crazy. I've never heard of this before. I've talked to a bunch of people. So I have a McLeod flywheel, and on the outside has a ring gear. That's where the starter comes in, starts the vehicle up, then the clutch. I have a McLeod double clutch in here. So it's good stuff. I mean, not to pat myself on the back, but I put good stuff in there because I didn't want this kind of shit to happen. Well, what happened was it spun the gear, the ring gear loose. So I know in order to get the ring gear replaced, because sometimes you grind them off, but they don't come off, you can, mess them up with the starter. So you take the ring gear off, you heat it up, you take the ring gear off, you heat up the new ring gear, you set it on there, and then it shrinks back to fit. Don't ask me why. That thing decided to let go altogether. So, before any of this actually goes to the paint shop, I'm going to take this. I'm getting it up on the lift. This transmission has to come out. The clutch has to come out. I have to pull the flywheel off of it, put a new flywheel on it, and get it all back together before I send it off to paint. Right? I mean, that's just typical. With that being said, back in the day, I put a hydraulic clutch in this one with help from my buddies. Scott and Jeff. So anyway, we had a hard time adjusting the hydraulic clutch. We never did it. We were old school, pressure plate. So we had a hard time. So we were in and out with this transmission quite a few times. Back in the day, our best time was we could have this, pull it in, get it on the left, have the transmission on the bench in 20 minutes. I don't think we're going to be able to get it done in 20 minutes now, but we shall see. Anyway, that's where we're at. You'll see a video on that. And upcoming video, we might have bought another project vehicle. We'll see you in the next video. Hit the sub button, hit the like button. Once you do all that, hit the bell so you can get notified. We'll see you soon.